With y'all, man, I'm so proud. Like, I'm so proud of this digital training portal, man. We put it together in 2018, and I spared no expenses, right? Like, my goal when I dropped this portal was to make it super digestible, make it user-friendly, and something that once somebody started it, they wouldn't be discouraged to not complete it. You know what I'm saying? So me not being a computer person really helped me create this portal because it really made me want to make it that much more entertaining so that, people who were not normally computer people felt comfortable going through it, man. And I mean, honestly, nothing looks like this. Okay, humbly speaking, I've done the market research and there's no platform, as far as trucking, where when you log in, you get like this visual, and not only is the visual beautiful, but it's just packed out with content. You click on start training, it's gonna pull up all my courses, and everything you need: course introduction, intro to trucking, the 8 steps of execution. Like, I'm breaking down, like, literally the 8 steps that people will need to take to actually get up and running, how to properly structure your trucking company, right? Because without a foundation, without a proper structure, you can't grow. Because if the foundation is not proper and you start growing, it'll tip over. So that's what I made sure that I was able to effectively teach people, is how to properly structure your trucking company, right? So as we continue on, we got the find loads and get paid section. I'm showing people how to fish. I can show you how, I'm showing people how to fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally showing you how you can eat what you kill in the trucking industry. I'm showing you how to find your loads, how to build those relationships, how to get those dedicated lanes, how to negotiate. There's so many moving parts in trucking, and this portal, we didn't miss a beat, right? So look, the next one, we talk about our dispatching services. We have a dispatch service that we extend exclusively to portal members. So meaning that if you get educated through our Good Energy Blueprint, you get your truck, you get your driver, and you say, hey, look, I want to be a little bit more hands off. I got other businesses. I don't really got time to be booking loads and dealing with drivers every day. We have our own dispatch services in-house, and I have a team of amazing dispatchers that I've trained personally that would actually handle the day-to-day operations for your truck, negotiate, and get every dollar owed to you, right? So now it's more of a passive income situation, okay, guys? Next, we talk about what's probably the most important thing in trucking: safety and compliance. Safety and compliance is something that is more important than the revenue. I always say safety over money, right? Not only am I educating the people on how to run a safe and compliant fleet, I'm also, teaching them things like, if you get in an accident, if your truck gets into an accident, that's like the scariest thing as fleet owners that we all can go through, right? So I made sure that I gave them the step-by-step tools and information that if they get a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning that their truck has been involved in an accident, this is how you handle it. We don't panic, we just execute and we handle the situation, right? So, that's just like a little bit of some of the jewels that I've given them in this complete trucking portal, right? The resource guide, you can't really put a price on the resource guide. In this section, I've literally given all my students, y'all, I gave y'all all my plugs, like all my vendors, everybody that I use to run my trucking company. I've given you their direct phone numbers. Like, you ever meet somebody and they got like a phone number or a connect on somebody and you need it, and you're like, hey, can you give me their number because I really need what they offer? And they're like, yeah, I'll give it to you. But then they never give it to you. You got to like keep chasing them down to get the number. I gave y'all all my people. I'm talking about like direct phone numbers. I'm talking about the dealerships, my insurance companies, my factoring companies, my accountants, like everybody that I use to be successful. Y'all have their direct number. And all you gotta do is let them know, hey, look, I'm a Good Energy Portal member, and they'll roll the red carpet out for you, right? They'll extend discounts. They'll put you on the priority list to get your services done a lot quicker. You can't really put a price on that, you guys, right? Oh man, the direct shippers directory. I've given you guys the direct phone numbers to all shippers nationwide. Okay, this is the updated 2021 list. The phone numbers work for people who want to kind of like go more of the dedicated lane route. I've given you guys all the contacts, the titles, what they haul, the whole nine. Okay, and last but not least, man, this right here, man, it's the bi-weekly mastermind video Zoom calls that we do. Okay. I could have just dropped this portal and packed it out with the information and went about my business and just wished y'all luck. But I'm so big on the impact. I'm just so passionate about my people really understanding, really overstanding the industry that I started doing these mastermind calls. So every other Tuesday at 8 p.m., you guys, every other Tuesday, y'all, we hop on Zoom at 8 p.m. I try to, make it to where everybody's off of work. You might have ate your dinner already. I try to give it a good time. So 8 p.m. every other Tuesday, we're hopping on the line. And as you guys can see here, we started doing these calls December 18th of 2018. And since then, my God, we've done, what is this, over 62 calls, y'all. Over 62 calls we've already done. And each call is anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours, y'all. So I'm talking about we're almost at 100 hours worth of no fluff, valuable information, y'all. Right? Different topics in trucking. We've broken them down again, and then broke it down again, y'all. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Like everything that you guys can possibly face in trucking, if we have not discussed it yet, it will be discussed and it will be broken down. I have experts from all over the country that's come on my calls, right? Experts in their specific industries that came on here, gave value, gave game, gave resources. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you go through this course and you're not equipped to do what you need to do, it has nothing to do with me. Because I left it all on the table, y'all. All right, this is a $797 billion a year industry. Did I mention it's essential? So even during the pandemic, when all the businesses shut down, our trucks were still rolling. You know what I mean? And that's why I got into this industry, guys, because I wanted to get into an industry that no matter what was going on, it was still a need for it, right? So everything you're going to need from A to Z is in this portal, guys. These are the courses, course, and then inside each course is the chapters. So the course introduction is 7 chapters. Let's get into it, guys. All right. So look, first chapter is just welcoming you guys to the portal, showing you how to, navigate around the site. All right. We have a course introduction that breaks down the trucking industry, just an intro to trucking, right? Giving you the backstory. And in chapters 5 and 6, you guys, the number one question that I get asked every single day, Alix, how much money am I going to need to get up and running? So look, I made it simple and I created a PDF to kind of break it down for you guys. So check this out. And what we're going to do is we're going to break down for the people that are financing and also for cash buyers. So let me blow this up a little bit. So if you look right here, okay, this top number, $6,650 to $8,500. What this number consists of is all these miscellaneous expenses here below. For example, your insurance down payment, right? Your tags, your tracking devices, etc. All these miscellaneous expenses is what this top number consists of. And some of this stuff is just one-time fees. Some of them are yearly. Some of them are monthly. Now, the only thing that's not included in this top number, guys, is a down payment amount for your truck or your trailer. Why? Because everybody's deal is different. Everybody's financial structure is different. There's multiple ways that you can come into this game. One of them is obviously a cash buyer, but another way is getting a line of credit, right, from a credit union or something. Just basically finding out how much is your truck, trailer, all these expenses right here, and then going to your credit union or your bank and getting a line of credit. Now, what I like about lines of credits is that you don't have to put any money down to get it, right? And you're only going to pay back what you used. So I love the line of credit option. Another option would be traditional financing, where you actually just go to a truck dealership, you pick out a truck, and then just like how when you're buying a car, they run to the back office and they get you approved through one of their lenders. Now, understand, you have an investor, and then you have people who have a CDL who plan on owning and operating their truck, right? Owner operators. So as an investor, what I've seen over the last 5 years or so, the average down payment percentage is about 30% of whatever your truck costs. So if you're buying a truck that's $50,000, just know that you're going to have to put down about 30% on top of this number right here, okay? The $6,650 to $8,500. Now, if you're a CDL holder, you're looked at as a lower risk. So you're going to have to put down anywhere from like 10% to 20%. And the reason that an owner operator will probably, not require as much to be putting down is because you guys are able to drive the truck. And the bank looks at it like, hey, look, this person is going to drive the truck, so he can always generate some income versus a investor. They don't have a CDL. So if they don't have a driver, it's just a higher possibility of them defaulting on the loan because of the truck not generating any money. I hope that makes sense. So that's another option. The best option, obviously, is if you guys were to sign up to my portal. We actually have resources and vendors that we work with on the portal that help you not have to jump through all of those hula hoops. We have a vendor right now, a truck dealership and underwriter, who will approve you guaranteed as long as you can show a few bank statements to show that you can afford your truck. No credit check. He respected the information in our portal so much that he went ahead and agreed to just approve everybody that comes through our portal, and he only requires $2,500 down. So relationships is everything, guys. And when you join this portal, you're also buying into 8 years of relationships. Okay, so that's the course introduction as far as startup costs. The next big question that I get asked every single day as well is return on investment. How much money can you make off of a truck? So again, broke it down. All right, we're going to blow this up a little bit. So look, I'm really big on under promising, right? So when I did these numbers for you guys, I wanted to give you like lowball numbers. So we estimate, based off of what we've been doing and the clients have been doing, that your truck should be able to gross about $4,500 a week, okay? Now, if you're hiring a driver, just know that you're not going to be able to keep a driver for less than $1,000 a week. That's like the national industry average of a driver, $1,000 a week. So we're going to deduct that $1,000 out of the $4,500. Fuel, again, we average over-the-road trucks about $12.50 a week. Factoring is a third-party bank that pretty much purchases your invoices so that you don't have to wait for 30 days. You get paid the same day that your load delivers. The average coming in is about 3%, so we're going to deduct that from the $4,500. Insurance, averages about $1,300 a month. Sometimes it's a little bit more. Sometimes it's a little bit less, depending on how long you've been in business and your driver's record. So we're just going to prorate that by 4 weeks, and the same thing for your truck note. So we estimate that each truck should be able to bring in about $1,500 a week, okay? $1,500 a week is a very realistic goal that you can take home. Are there weeks that I've made more than $1,500, that portal members have made more than $1,500? Absolutely. And are there weeks that we've made less? Absolutely. You might have a breakdown. You might have a tire that went out. The driver might not have worked the full week. But $1,500 a week is what we estimate you should be able to make if you have no breakdowns, a good driver that's not trying to come home every day, and if you work the full week, okay? So that's the lowball number, $6,500 a month, all right? Perfect. Now we're going to hop back into the courses. So the next course, guys, is the 8 steps of execution. These are the actual steps that you guys are going to have to take to actually get up and running, right? And I want to be real with you guys. Is there information on Google and YouTube on starting a trucking company? Absolutely. The problem is that the information is scattered, right? And that was kind of one of the roadblocks that I went through in 2012 when I first started. Is I was trying to go to YouTube University and Google University. But the problem is, if you're new to this industry, you don't understand all the lingo. It's very overwhelming. So we wanted to create a portal where everything was in one place, but most importantly, everything was in chronological order, all right? So we're going to click into the 8 steps of execution, guys. This is where the work begins at, okay? So the first step to starting your trucking company is setting up your LLC. The second step is deciding what type of trucking company you're going to run. We have all different type of commodities and trailers inside the trucking industry, so I wanted you guys to understand all your options. So what I'm going to do here before I go any further, I want to show you guys a sample of one of the videos, all right? I want you guys to see the production and the quality that we put into this portal. And then from there, we're going to keep moving. So check this out, guys. This is the deciding what type of trucking company you're going to start. You got a decision to make. What kind of trucking company are you going to start? There's a few options out there. As you see in the PDF, I went through and showed you guys the different type of trailers and different commodities that you guys can haul. The most common one is the dry van. The dry van is like the standard trailer that you see every day, that long square box, right? That trailer is basically used for like dry goods, dry groceries, any car parts, anything that you just need to be moved in the U-Haul. The next one up is going to be the refrigerated trailer, aka reefer. And it is exactly what it sounds like, a refrigerator connected to a trailer. Now this trailer is used to carry temperature sensitive freight, frozen
ice cream, for example. So obviously the refrigerated trailer pays more than the dry van. Why? Because it requires more to haul it, right? So the pro is more money, but the con is more risk. So I'll give you an example. If that refrigerator for some weird reason decides, hey, I'm gonna turn off, and you have ice cream on the back of that trailer, you can only imagine the headache that that brings. So that,
Yeah, I love the videos, man, because not only am I breaking down and explaining to you guys what we're talking about, but you're actually able to visualize it. Like, I'm a visual learner. Like, I wanted this thing to be so digestible for you guys that a 15-year-old could take this information and run with it, right? So, look, that's the video of deciding what type of trucking company you're going to run. Now, some people learn differently. Some people learn from watching videos, from listening, but then you got some people that need to read. So in this portal, we gave you both options. We're going to give you the videos as well as the PDF to support the video. So here's the PDF version of the video that you guys just watched, right? Deciding what type of trucking company you're going to run. We're going to show you what they are, the different type of trailers. We're going to give you the descriptions as well on the right-hand side. Now, look, on the PDFs, in this green color right here is my personal recommendations, because I'm not just going to give you information. I'm going to give you my blueprint as well. So this trailer right here, the dry van, that's what you see every day on the streets. Right? Every time you get on the highway, you see a dry van. And a lot of people, when they're new to the industry, they start off with this trailer right here. But what I recommend, guys, is starting off with the vented dry van. That square box that I'm hovering over, that's a vent. And on the other side of this trailer, there's another vent. And what that does is that allows, air to like circulate through the trailer as the truck is rolling. Now, what that does is that allows you to haul like special commodities like onions, watermelons, flowers, right? These commodities require oxygen at all times. So look, when you have a dry van, now you just shot yourself in the foot. Now you can't haul that. And let me tell you something, that commodity pays really, really good, especially during produce season, guys. So just the decision alone to get a vented dry van versus a regular dry van already generates you thousands more dollars a year, right? That information right there already paid for the portal. I'm gonna just be real with you. Information is the new currency, guys. So again, I'm gonna recommend you guys starting off with the vented dry van versus just a regular dry van. So now you're opened up to new commodities and more money. All right, perfect. So let's get back into the steps, guys. So step number 3 is getting your licensing, your DOT number, your state licensing. And what's really, really good about this portal is that not only does the PDF have the information on what you're going to need to get your DOT numbers or do anything for at that sake, it also has the links right here inside the PDF. You just click that link right there, guys. It's going to bring you directly to where you need to go to get it done at. All right, I'm just trying to save you some time. Okay. Perfect. Let's get to the next step, guys. Step 5. Actually, that was step 5. So step 4, determining how your business will operate. Step 5, locating and obtaining a truck. This is one of the most important decisions that you guys are going to make, right? Choosing your equipment. And I'm going to be real. I've owned every make and model truck out there besides Mack. And I've narrowed it down to the 2 trucks that my fleet is made up of. The trucks that just get the job done. The trucks that are not the most expensive to fix, but most importantly, the truck that most mechanics know how to work on. And the parts are accessible nationwide. A lot of people don't keep that in consideration when they're going to buy a truck, and it always comes back to bite them in the rear end, right? So I'm going to show you guys down to the engine type, down to the make, model, years on what we recommend you getting, okay, in this portal. Step 6, recruiting and hiring a driver. Probably one of the biggest challenges in our industry, just in all transparency. Now, if somebody tells you, look, I'm going to show you how to find the perfect driver in 1 week, they're lying to you, all right? There's no secret sauce on finding a perfect human being to drive your truck. So what we've done and what we specialize in is basically showing you the resources where we locate our drivers, how to post an attractive ad, the hiring process, but most importantly, guys, what I specialize here at Good Energy is showing you how to keep good drivers, all right? So that's what this portal is going to break down in great detail for you guys. My drivers have been with me for over 2-3 years, and that's not normal. Like, again, the average lifespan of a driver with a company, a small company especially, is like 6 to 9 months. So I'm going to show you how to lower your driver turnover rate, guys. All right. Step 7, choosing and obtaining insurance. And then the final step to getting up and running, you guys, is setting up your registration. Now, look, this is a lot of information. Me personally, I have ADD, I think. Like, I get overwhelmed sometimes when I'm receiving too much information at one time. So one of the things that ET was saying right before we delivered this to the world was, hey, look, like, how can we make it a little bit more simple for them? Like, how can we make it even more digestible for them, right? So this is what we added right before we launched, the progress report. If you click on this progress report, guys, all the steps that I just showed you, it's all broken down right here, okay? From the smallest step to the biggest step in chronological order. You're literally just going to go through and just check off each step at your own pace. So, like, for example, right here, my DOT number is this. Once you get your DOT number, you just jot that down right there, check that box off, right? I've located my truck. I've located my trailer, check. I have roadside assistance set up with this company, check, right? I've obtained monthly truck parking at this facility, check. By the time you guys get to this bottom step right here, you're in business. This PDF is how you stay organized. This is how you don't get overwhelmed and you make sure you don't miss nothing. I love it. The portal members love this. All right? Perfect. So now you've completed the 8 steps of execution, guys. Now you're up and running. You have your truck, your trailer, your driver, your insurance, and your DOT number is activated. Now it's time for the fun part. It's time to find loads and get paid, guys. All right? So let's go ahead and click into it. So in this course right here, man, I'm showing you guys how to fish. All right, I'm going to show you guys how to fish. And you know, I don't know if you guys have already done research ahead of time, but some of you guys might have heard of a load board. A load board is a database that has all the freight coming in and out of every city in real time. You only have access to this when you have an active DOT number. This is one of the reasons why I love the industry, and I'm going to be doing this till I'm 100 years old, because when I was brand new to the industry, guys, before I knew one person, before I got my network up, I was able to find loads and get paid on day one, okay? Ultimately, the goal is to get contracts, right? But I love the fact that without knowing anybody, you guys can start off on the load board and start generating money on day one. So let's pull it up, right? People ask me all the time, Alex, why did you go out of business in 2012? The reason why is because I got on this load board, guys, and I did not know what I was doing, guys. I didn't know what I was doing, all right? So let me just pull this up real quick and just kind of show you what this is real quick, all right? Let me mute it. All right. So in this training, guys, in this chapter, I spent about an hour breaking down this board to you guys, all right? This is a database. It's almost like a search engine when you're traveling, right? If you're traveling and you're going on Travelocity, you're going to go to your origin and you're going to go and you're going to put the city or the airport that you're flying out of, right? Then you're going to put the destination that you're going to, you're going to put the date, etc. Same concept, but instead we're talking about trucks. So on this search right here, I put in that I had a truck empty in Atlanta. I left my destination open because we were open to go to anywhere. This was the date. This is when I did this video, July 25th. I have a 53-foot trailer. I'm able to haul up to 45,000 pounds, and I clicked search. And then on that particular day, 740 loads were available in Atlanta, okay? So what you guys are looking at right here is the age. This is when the load was posted. So after I clicked search, this load right here was posted 1 minute prior. This was the date it picked up at. This is the type of trailer, a dry van or a refrigerated trailer. This is a full load or a partial load. This is deadhead. So this is 32 miles from Atlanta, which is Lawrenceville, Georgia. This load delivered to Iowa, and between Georgia and Iowa, there's 999 miles. This is the broker. This is the phone number to contact the broker who actually has the load. This is how much the load weighs. And in this section, guys, is how much the load pays. All right? So just imagine this. You're new to the industry, okay? First time on the load board. You search and 740 loads pop up. What load are you going to pick? Right? Like, this is overwhelming. Like, this is intimidating. Like, out of 740 loads, what load am I going to pick? So the natural thing for you to do is go over here and look for the load that's paying the highest, right? That's what I did. Not realizing that sometimes the loads that pay the high dollar deliver in cities that don't have freight for real. So now you're hustling backwards. So this course is going to show you how to read the market, how to properly negotiate, how to pick the best load out of all the loads available, okay, and maximize your profits. It's a science to this. I have mastered it. I say that humbly, but I so mean it. I have mastered the load board. I'm going to show you how I was able to maximize my profits and go from 1 truck to 12, all right? Perfect. Let's hop out of here. So there's a part 1 and a part 2 of the booking loads. I'm teaching you how to fish. And can you really put a dollar amount on that? Because once you get this information, guys, you're going to be able to use that information and make money for the rest of your life. Is there really a price that you can put to that? All right. Chapter 4, peak season versus slow season. Like every industry, we have peak season and we have slow seasons. I'm going to show you how to maximize during peak season, but I'm also going to show you how to survive during slow season, okay? It's good, bad, and ugly with every industry, and this is definitely one of them, all right? The importance of the broker-carrier relationship, right? When you're on a low board, you're getting the freight and you're getting paid from the broker. So it's important that we develop and we do good business with those people, because guess what? Once you've mastered the relationship with these brokers and you've really built some solid relationships, guess what happens? You put yourself in position to get a dedicated lane, AKA a contract, right? And that's what we're going to be speaking about in these 2 chapters, all right? Chapter 8, factoring your loads. I spoke about it earlier. We don't wait to get paid. If we pick up a load on Monday and we deliver it on a Tuesday, we get paid on Tuesday for a small percentage, right? Normally 3%. 3%, you get paid same day. They buy the invoice from you, the factoring company. It's pretty much a bank. They buy the invoice from you and they wait 30 days to get paid, right? So we're liquid. Every single day we're getting the deposit in our bank accounts. I love that. All right? Perfect. So that's the find loads and get paid course. The next course talks about our dispatch service. Look, guys, this service is only available to portal members, active portal members, all right? You can decide, hey, look, I got my truck up and running, and I want to book my own loads. Like I already showed you how to book loads in this course right here. But then you got some people that say, hey, look, I want to go more of a passive route. I got another job. I got other businesses. I don't really got time to book loads and deal with the drivers and all that every day. So we have a dispatch service that for 10%, I have a team of people that have been fully trained that will book the loads for you, right? Once you get everything set up, you get your truck driver and your authorities good to go. You can literally opt into our dispatch services here at Good Energy Worldwide, and we'll run the truck for you. The only thing that you guys will still be responsible for is your invoicing. If your truck breaks down, paying your driver, and pretty much like your back office stuff. But as far as your day-to-day operations, the hustle and bustle, for 10%, we can handle that for you. So that's an option that you guys have, all right? So that course in this video is going to break that all the way down for you guys. Next course, safety and compliance. I want y'all to understand I'm not just in the business of getting people up and running, right? I'm not here to just show you how to make some money. I am here to show you how to stay in business. That's my goal. That's my goal, is to show you guys how to create generational wealth. And I'm going to tell you right now, the only way that you're going to achieve that in trucking is by focusing and taking safety and compliance serious, guys. All right? So let's get into it. What are we trading in this course? In this course, we're going to be talking about hours of service. Okay, like your drivers are only allowed to drive a certain amount of hours legally, right? I'll give it to you guys. In a 24-hour period, a driver is allowed to be on duty for 14 hours. He is allowed to actually drive for 11 hours, and then the remaining 10 hours has to be spent sleeping. All right, so there's something called an electronic log that is literally attached to the truck that reports everything that driver is doing. I'm going to show you how to monitor it and how to make sure that your driver is not breaking the law, because that is the easiest way to get put out of service and get put out of business, is by getting too many violations. If they get pulled over by the cops, the DOT on the side of the road, and they identify that your driver has been driving over the legal limit, that's how you get put out of business. So I'm going to show you how to stay on top of that. Okay, guys? Preventative maintenance, one of my favorite things, man, right? It's not about if your truck is going to break down. It's when your truck breaks down. It's 100% guaranteed to break down eventually, right? So what I focus on is preventative maintenance. How can we decrease these breakdowns? I'm going to show you guys how I decreased my breakdowns by 21% in 2019. Right, I'm gonna share with you like the scheduling of maintenance of what I have my mechanics do to make sure that my trucks are having the best fighting chance to get back and not break down on that road. Okay, guys. There's a new entry audit that everybody has to go through. This is a cheat sheet to make sure that you are handling your business or your paperwork is tight. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So when they call you, when the Department of Transportation says, hey, I need you to send this in, I need you to send this paperwork in, you have it all already ready, and you're going to pass with flying colors. And then this next course, guys, this next chapter, dealing with accidents. This is the ugly side. This is the side that, people don't want to talk about. It's possible that you can get a phone call one day that your truck's is involved in an accident. And I've been fortunate. Out of 8 years in business, I've only got this call twice. And the first time I got the call, I really lost a lot of money because I didn't know what to do. The second time around, though, about 2.5 years ago, I knew exactly what to do when I got the phone call, and I was able to put the whole incident behind me within 30 days. Got a check from the other person's insurance who were at fault. Got a new truck. We were back up and running, and I didn't have to come out of pocket as much. So I'm going to share with you guys step by step on what you need to do. God forbid if you get that phone call that your truck's been involved in an accident. All right. Perfect. Now, the resource guide. Man, if you know anybody that's a part of this portal, they'll let you know this is where you really, really get your money's worth at. All right. The resource guide is just amazing because I could have just dropped this course, guys, and just gave you the game and just sent you on your way. But I didn't want you guys dealing with the sharks out here. I really wanted to put you guys in good hands and be able to have you guys use the resources that I use to run my fleet. So one of the perks of this portal, guys, is now you have access to all my vendors, all right, where I buy my trucks at, okay, where I get my trailers from, my factoring companies, my insurance companies, my fuel cards, where we buy our trucks from. I mean, listen, man, my accountants, everybody that we use to run our fleet is literally in this course, all right? And once they can verify that you're a portal member, you're going to receive sales, you're going to receive discounts, and they're going to roll out the red carpet and service for you. Why? Because I send these guys so much business that they know not to play with my people, right? So you get access to that. You also get the interview questions. These are the interview questions that I ask my drivers, when I'm interviewing for them to come in my truck. I want you to understand that you need to be able to identify the red flags and know who's a good candidate and who's not. And not only do we have the questions of what you need to ask when you're doing an interview, guys, we also got the answers you want to look for after you ask the question. You're not going to find that online. You're not going to find that on YouTube, guys. Okay? This is the congratulations video. You do not watch this video until you're getting ready to pick up your first load. I'm just going to give you some motivation to go out there and kill it, guys. All right? And last but not least, this is our bi-weekly mastermind video calls. I know it's repetitive, but I got to say it again. You cannot put a price on what I'm getting ready to show you right here, guys. My God. Again, instead of just dropping the course, we wanted to make sure we could add like additional support and fill in the gaps. Okay, so on December 18th of 2018, a few months after I dropped this portal, guys, we started doing mastermind calls on Zoom. Every other week, we're hopping on the line and we're discussing different topics in trucking. And we're also having other experts from the industry come on there and train with me. All right, so the first call, for example, we talked about insurance options. The second call, we talked about finding and keeping good drivers. Then we talked about tracking devices. We talked about warranties. Right, I had Courtney Beckham from the Freightliner dealership come on and explain to you guys what warranties you guys want to make sure you get. Because a lot of times y'all will go to the dealership and they'll say, okay, yeah, the truck comes with a standard warranty, and you just run with it, not realizing that there's certain parts that default warranty does not cover, and those are the parts that need to be covered, the parts that cost $5,000, $10,000. So on this call, we broke down how to protect your investment, to make sure that you're covered. Like breakdowns is like one of the biggest reasons why people go out of business. But if you protect yourself with the warranty, with the preventative maintenance game that I gave you on the previous courses, with having a cushion, you're going to need a cushion in this game, guys. I really recommend $5,000 to $10,000 on the side, preferably 10, as a cushion to where if anything breaks down, anything happens, you're able to handle it, guys. All right? I had my accountants come on there and break down how to stay organized, how to stay up with your books, okay? Roadside assistance, if your truck breaks down on the road, like, what do you need to do? My God, I mean, we've covered so much. This is the holy Bible to the trucking industry, guys. Becoming minority certified, obtaining government contracts. All right? Everything that you guys are going to need. You've already missed 45 calls. Right? By the time you see this presentation, who knows how many more would have passed. Okay? You get to go back and watch the replay of all these calls, guys. Valuable, valuable information, man. Okay? So let's get into it real quick. So we got 2 different packages, guys. We have 2 different packages in the complete trucking course. The 2 packages that we have is our 3-month, 90-day access. And that gives you all the courses that I just showed you just now. All the courses. The only thing that it does not include is the mastermind calls. One-time fee of $19.99, all right? One-time fee of $19.99. You have access for 3 months. And it shouldn't take you more than 3 months to get up and running if you're serious, okay? Then we have package number 2, our Stay Connected package for the people that want to lock in with us a little bit tighter, right? You want to have access to the portal for as long as you want. So in package number 2, you're going to get everything in package 1, all the courses, but for an additional $199 a month, guys, you're going to be able to join us live on our bi-weekly mastermind video calls. All right? All right. So, man, listen, man, if you're interested in getting into the trucking industry, if you know, your family was in it before, right? You've seen people successful at it. You've seen people fail at it. You're like, you know what? I want to get into this industry. I want to get into an essential industry that's never going anywhere. I want to get into an industry where I don't have to drive to make money in it. Come learn with the best. Come learn with the #1 trucking portal in the country right now. Do your research. Go look at the reviews. Go to Google. Go on my Instagram page and just scroll down for the last 5 or 6 years. And I at all my students. I don't hide who they are. You can go hit them up. I prefer you not to, but if you need to, go ahead. Come train with us, man. Come join the family.